here to serve you. So with that said, folks, grab a pen, grab a paper. This gentleman, when he speaks, inspires, motivates. And I said to him, please come on. Didn't give him a subject and said, Travis, the floor will be yours. Do whatever you want to do. Share your heart. Just please come on and inspire our organization. And he said, without a shadow of a doubt, I'll be there. And here he is. So folks, show your appreciation. Let's welcome to the call tonight, President Travis Flaherty from the western coast of America. And of course, many of you will be seeing him and hearing him where? In Vegas in the next 68 days. So Travis, brother, appreciate you being on, and unmute yourself if you would. And we can't wait to hear from you today.
Well, thank you very much for having me here. I am excited to be here. It's a privilege and an honor. And first of all, Peter, I loved that video. I've got to get a copy of that video. That was fantastic. Dave, thank you for inviting me today. Jason, it's good to see you, my friend. I'm really excited to share some information with you. You know, I was thinking about what has been, or what could I share that would add value to your business. And what I want to do is I want to take you through a little training that I did this week for our group called Crunching the Numbers. And I want to help you guys to build value in your presentations, build value in your follow-ups, and ultimately help you to be able to get people to make a decision. Dollars always follow value is what you have to understand. And a lot of times, you know, we find ourselves in situations where, you know, if we don't believe that the $1,500 package or the $1,900 package, if we truly believe that those are too expensive for people to join the business, then a lot of times what we'll do is we'll tend to go to the single box set as just as a comfort level, because that's really where our belief system is. And I don't know how many of you on this presentation before have been met with the objective, I just don't have the money. Drop a little one in the comment box, in the chat box, if you've ever had that objection before. I just don't have the money, right? But what I want you guys to understand is that dollars always follow value. And I'm going to give you all an example right now. So let's say that every single one of those people that mentioned to you that they don't have the money, if you approached them, and let's say that we took, let's use Ramasio as an example. Let's say that we took Ramasio. As many of you know, Ramasio was recently given a brand new Lamborghini Aventador by this company. Let's say that Ramasio held up those keys and said to all of those people that told you that they didn't have the money, if he told them, listen, if you could come up with $1,500 in the next, let's just say 24 hours, and I will give you my car keys. Free and clear, this automobile is yours. Do you think that those people would be able to come up with the money at that point? Why? Why do you think that is? Of course they would, right? But why do you think that is? At the end of the day, it all comes back to value. And so what you have to learn to do is you have to be able to build value. And of course, you know, we have some wonderful products. We have an amazing opportunity. But truly building value comes back to helping people see that you are the one that can take them from where they are to where it is that they want to go in life. And so what I want to do is I want to show you one thing that I do when I'm doing presentations and I'm meeting with somebody, especially when it comes to the follow-up, is I help them connect the dots, and I help them see where the money is. I help them understand how, if they choose to get started on a family pack or a premium pack, how they can get that initial investment back within the first 4 weeks. So I want to take you through that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to help build a little bit of belief for you and the overall network marketing profession. And then I'm going to give you a strategy that you can use over the next 7 days that will help you drive a little bit more volume in your organization here as we're going through. I know many of you guys are probably running. It's a 2-week cycle, a lot of excitement going on in the company. So that's what I plan on talking about here today. So first of all, I want to share with you how I introduce the packs. Whenever I'm doing a presentation, whenever I'm doing a call, whether I'm doing a live Zoom, the way I introduce the packs is, listen, there's a couple of different options and ways that you can get started in our plan. You know, the first option, as you know, is a single box set. Single box set is a one-time investment of $349. Now, I typically break it up into categories, and what I like to do is I just say, now listen, you know, there's a number of different ways that you can get started. You know, for those of you that see yourselves as being a customer, or maybe somebody who wants to be a referral partner, somebody that's comfortable wearing the device, maybe going out casually. If somebody asks you where they got that device, you don't have a problem referring them to the company. You get a small referral fee for doing that. This is a great option for you. So what I do is I kind of, you know, those that are, I kind of help them put themselves into a certain category. So option number one is what I call a customer, or even a customer with benefits, somebody that wants to get started in the business. And here's what it comes with. It comes with a Helo, of course. It comes with a multicolored band pack for those of you that like to accessorize. And then it also comes with a germanium stone set that you get absolutely free. The germanium stone set's valued at $160. The germanium stones go, of course, on the inside of the band. They're very comfortable. If you don't know what germanium is, it's a natural antioxidant. Of course, it balances your ions. It increases your blood circulation. So that's a fantastic option. Now, for those of you that are looking to build a business here, we've got a couple of different options for you. The first option is what I call a small business builder. This is somebody who wants to kind of maybe dip their toe in the water. They want to start casually. And that is what I call a family pack. A family pack is going to come with 4 Helos. It's going to come with 4 multicolored band packs. It's going to come with 4 germanium stone sets. And you're going to get 4 of our incredible BioZen technology absolutely free. The BioZen technology, it's a brand new product that reverses all of the electronic magnetic frequencies that are coming off of all of your electrical devices. And so, of course, and again, this is after a presentation, so they've already learned and understand what these products are. And then, of course, what the family pack also allows you to do is it allows you to be able to maximize the compensation plan, right? It gives you the 3 times the earning potential. So that's option number 2. And finally, option number 3 is for people that are looking at this, and they're going to say, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all in. And it's our premium pack. And the premium pack, by the way, this is a one-time investment of $1,349. And then, of course, our premium pack is a one-time investment of $1,999. Now, the premium pack comes with 6 Helos, 6 germanium stone sets, 6 multicolored band packs. You're getting 6 of the germanium stone sets and 6 of the BioZen technology for free. So you're getting over $1,000 worth of product here for free, getting about over $600 worth of product here for free. You're getting over $150 or $160 worth of product for free here. So you've got a couple of different options. Now, first of all, this is the reason why I like the premium pack, a couple of reasons. First of all, number one, people always ask me, Travis, how did you get your income to the level that it is in such a short period of time? Well, number one, the answer is I treat this like a business. When you treat it like a business, it'll pay you like a business. One of the things that I do is when I sign someone up into my business, I don't want them to have to wait a few weeks for the product to arrive. So what I do is I give them one of my box sets. I always have extra box sets on hand. Even if they live out of the state, I'll overnight it to them. So within 48 hours, I have them wearing and sharing that device as opposed to 2 or 3 weeks down the road. Why? Because I know as soon as they put that on their wrist, human nature is going to kick in. And what are they going to do? They're going to start talking about it. They're going to start showing their friends. They're going to start showing their colleagues. So I run an exchange program in my business. When the product arrives a couple of weeks later, they just send me one of those box sets right back. So I always have inventory going in and out. I typically sponsor, even today, I've sponsored 107 people into the business in the last 6 months. Even up to this point today, I'm still sponsoring on average somewhere around 5 to 7 people per month. So at any given time, I have 4 or so Helos that are out, that are they're constantly going in and out. So for me, I understand that whatever I do duplicates, and I would rather people wearing those devices again within 48 hours versus 2 to 3 weeks down the road. Now, the second thing that I do, guys, I love doing this. This is brilliant. Just try it. Next time that somebody comes over for dinner, or you go to dinner with some friends, you have a barbecue, whatever it is, just ask your friends, just say, hey, listen, I just got involved in a technology company, and I think that I'm doing a little market research right now. Would you be willing to wear this device for the next week and just give me your honest opinion? They're going to say, sure, no problem. So you put that device on their wrist, and here's what happens. Within 48 hours, you'll get a text that usually says, man, this is really cool. I love being able to see my blood pressure. I've been doing an EKG on myself every single morning, but it never fails. Dave, every single time, here's what happens. Within 5 to 7 days, I get a call or a text from somebody that says something like this. Hey, I showed this to my mom, and she's really interested in this. She wants more information. Hey, a couple of my friends at work, they're interested in this. But how do we get one as well? What they don't realize is they're doing exactly what we do. They're out there just wearing it and sharing it. So at that point, I just say, listen, you and I need to get together and have a cup of coffee because I need to show you how I'm making a significant amount of money with this opportunity doing exactly what you're doing. So number one, They don't want to give it back. They'll always end up buying that product from you because now they've become addicted to wearing the device, monitoring their blood pressure. They're fascinated with being able to do an EKG. And number two, they're already out there showing their friends, and they don't even know what they're doing. Guys, so I've done this. I've sponsored no less than 15 people doing this, just putting that device on people's wrists. Now, you got to have the inventory to be able to do these things. So you've got a couple of different options and ways that you can get started today. Doesn't matter how you get started. The only thing that matters is that you get started. So that's how I present the different packs. So again, what I do, I started off by just saying, listen, if you see yourself as a customer or somebody that just wants to try the product, maybe you're comfortable being, a casual referral partner, we've got a great option for you. It's $349, single box set, going to give you a multicolored band pack, and it's going to come with $160 of free germanium. That's fantastic for you. Tons of value there. For those of you that are looking to build the business, we've got two key options for you. Option number one is a small business builder, $1,349. Here's the product that it comes with. And then, of course, you have enough product now to be able to give one to your wife, maybe your children, maybe your mom, maybe your dad, somebody that you love and care about. I'm sure those of you that are watching this presentation have someone that's in your life that you would love to make sure that they have that added layer of protection, that added layer of security, that you're keeping an eye on their blood pressure. Maybe it's your grandma, maybe it's your grandpa, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your dad. So the family pack's a great place for you to get started. And finally, for those of you that are really looking to build the business and go all in, here's our premium pack. And so that's how I present it. So right away, what I'm doing is I'm kind of pushing the customers up here. I'm pushing the business builders here, but I'm also building a tremendous amount of value in that premium pack. Guys, I have a tremendous amount of premium packs that are duplicating in my organization. It's just the way that you present it, right? The art of communication is the language of leadership. I want you guys to write that down. The art of communication is the language of leadership. You got to learn to use the right words. When you use the right words, you build value. Dollars follow value. Now, let's keep it going. Let me show you how now after I've explained this, what I love to do, I don't know where my eraser is, so I'm using Windex. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do a launch call. So we do two different things. I typically do launch calls. Somebody new starts in my business. I want to get them going right away. I don't want to wait. I want to get them into action within the first 48 hours. Somebody once said to me that the key to success in this industry is giving somebody a small victory within the first 72 hours that they get started. Why? Because it builds confidence. Confidence leads to more competence in the business. So I like to do launch calls. We'll get that person scheduled within 48, 72 hours. And then I show up on that call and I go over the top 5 reasons why World Global has become one of the #1 momentum companies in the world. And then ultimately, I just go through and ask them some of the key questions that Ramasio teaches, the 5 key questions. Have you heard of Fitbit before? And at the end of that call, what we do is we go through and tell them how you can get started. Or we do our full overviews. Now, when those are done, you get people, some people are ready to make a decision today. They're ready to go. But a lot more of those people are kind of like they're on the fence, right? And the goal or the key to professional network marketing is to move people from one exposure to the next in as short a period of time as possible. So my next exposure is usually the next day, I will do a Zoom for those people that were on that presentation. And what I'll do is I'll let my new promoters know, hey, look, go get the people that were on that call, let them know we're going to get on Zoom and we're going to answer some questions and I'm going to actually show them the numbers. So they get on that call and here's what I show them. First of all, goal number 1 in the first 48 hours is I want to get somebody to Team Builder. Okay? How do I do that? I do that by doing a launch call. This is the first objective. So by going Team Builder, what we're doing is this is you, and you come in and we help you get 2 family packs, one on the left and one on the right. Well, at this point, I want you to understand what's happening just at this point. Just by sponsoring 2 immediately, we have helped you to go earn $270 right out of the gate, okay? Now the goal in this is the first 48 hours. Now the first 7 days, what I want to help those 2 do the exact same thing, which helps me to go Team Builder, or Team Developer, excuse me. At this point, and again, some will do higher packs, some will do lower packs. The more and more that you get competent in your language and the more and more you get competent in building value, you start to see some of the higher packs come in. So I'm just going to choose the middle pack as kind of the average here. But let's say that you just did this, okay? So you sponsored 2 and you helped them get 2. Okay, so let's just add up the volume. Okay, you've got 1,500 in volume so far on each side. So once I've become a team builder, I'm earning 20% commission. So if I've got 1,500 on my left leg or my lesser leg, that's another $300 now that I've earned in team commissions. So I'm at about $570 right out of the gate within the first 7 days. Now here's what we teach, and this is what I, over the course of the next 3 weeks, my goal for my new person is to help them go get 4 more people and drop them down each side. How are we going to do that? We're going to do that by continually doing 2-minute blitzes, right? A 2-minute blitz is where we're sharing that 2-minute video with as many people as possible. We're following up properly, not saying too much, moving them to the next exposure, which is probably an online presentation that your leaders are doing. And we're going to help them to go get 4 more down each side. At this point, once they've done that, sponsoring 8 more over the next 3 weeks is $864. Okay. And you also have 4 more people in your pay leg, which is another 2,000 in volume at 20% is another $400. This is American dollars, you guys, so I apologize. You guys can kind of translate it over to where you're at. But what this totals is a total of $1,834 without any check matching. Without any check matching. When I show someone the numbers, what happens is a lot of times they connect the dots and people are more willing to move themselves up to a family pack or a premium pack because they say, oh, well, if I can see, Jason, how I can get my money back within the first couple of weeks here, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pull out that credit card and I'm going to go for the family pack. I'm going to go for the premium pack, right? It's all about building value. I also want to point out, what business do you guys know of that you can get in and you can get 100% of your initial investment back within the first 4 weeks? I've been in businesses, I've owned many different traditional businesses, and I can tell you that, many of those businesses, I didn't have my initial investment back even within the first year, sometimes even within the second year. I was still at a point where I hadn't recouped the initial investment that I put into the business. So we're talking about a business here, literally, that within 4 weeks can put you into a cash flow positive situation. Now, what if that happens to take 60 days instead of 30 days? Takes you twice as long. Okay, so it took you 2 months to get your initial investment back. You see, when you do things like this and you can actually draw this out, people are much more comfortable because they can connect the dots. Now, I want to show you something else on how to build value in the overall network marketing industry. So, one of the things that I love, I was doing some research recently on residual income. And what I'll do, and what I found was, I wanted to know the true value of a royalty income, true residual income. And what I found is that the income or the value is 10 to 20 times what your annual income is. So if I have a true residual income, royalty income coming in, how do I determine what the value is? It's based on 10 to 20 times that annual income. So I'm going to use 10 times just because I want to be conservative. So now what I ask my prospect is I say, now listen, just by following our system, by going out and texting or maybe inboxing a simple script that gets people to watch a 2-minute video and then moving them to an overview, do you think that it's realistic that over the course of the next 12 months, we can find 3 to 5 people per month that are interested in either A, wearing this Helo on the wrist, or B, they're interested in generating some extra income just like yourself? And they'll say, well, yeah, absolutely. I say, okay, so we do that for 12 months, and that puts us at approximately 36 to 60 new people into your business. Now, it's realistic that some of those people are going to start duplicating and doing the exact same thing. So after the first year, let's say we've got about 300 or 400 people into your business. Again, you're doing this part-time. You're still going to work full-time to pay the bills, but in your part-time, you're working on building your fortune. Maybe we're working 30 minutes a day, just sharing some videos, following up, moving people around the bases. Do you think that it's realistic that we can get to the point where you're making an extra $2,000 a month just based on what I've shown you? Because if you've got about 300-400 people into your business, that's easily an extra couple $1,000s a month. And they'll say, well, yeah, I think that that's realistic. I say, okay, great. So if you're making $2,000 a month times 12, that's $24,000. Let's say the first year, conservatively, we go out and help you earn an extra $24,000 this year. Based on the actual evaluation of a royalty income, that $24,000 is now a $240,000 asset. $240,000 asset. So let me ask you a question, Dave. How long do you think it would take you to be able to go out and save an extra $240,000? Is that going to be something? Not happening. Okay. So now let's kind of keep going with this a little bit. So let's say that you, again, 3 to 5 people a month, doing it casually. You're learning a few new skills of just how to ask people the right questions, expressing interest in others. You're going to find that most people are dissatisfied with their current circumstances. So what are you going to do? You're just going to invite them to take a look at what you're doing. You do that casually over the first year. You bring some people into the business, and now you fan the flame, right? These are all sparks. So you fan the flame over the next year. You help those people start doing the same thing. And let's say by the year 2, we grow this to a $10,000 a month income. Okay. Now let's just say you've got maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people in your organization. You grow this to a $10,000 income, and now that's $120,000 per year. By the way, these are not, I'm just throwing numbers out. These are not corresponding to the income. So don't think you need $3,000, 3,000 people to make $10,000. I'm just kind of throwing numbers out. So $10,000 times 120, or $120,000 times 10 times, let me say this one more time. 10 times $120,000 is $1.2 million. Now let's say that it conservatively took you twice as long. Let's say it took you 4 years, Dave, to get to a point where you're making $10,000 a month. Do you think it's realistic, first of all, that in 4 years of just casually sharing this, Dave, with the #1 product story in the wearable device industry, that you can get to $10,000 a month if you were consistent and continually just building your business? Well, let me ask you a question. Is there anything else that you're currently working on right now that could put you into a position that you've got an income-producing asset that's worth $1.2 million over the course of the next 2 to 4 years?
Nothing. Nothing.
So Dave, just by doing this, and I'm guessing, Dave, that you're not average, right? The average would be, 3 to 4 years, but, I consider you to be above average. So let's just say it takes you maybe even 1 to 2 years. Well, think about this for a moment. Is there anything else that you could go do right now? You could call yourself a self-made millionaire at this point, Dave, because at this point, you've now created $1 million income-producing asset for yourself. So guys, when I do this, when I show people these numbers, people start getting it. They start to understand why network marketing is the fastest growing business model in the world today, and it creates more millionaires than any other industry in the world. Why do I say that? Right here. Because you get to the point where you have a $10,000 a month residual income, you have a business that's worth $1.2 million. I don't know any other business in the world that you can go spend $1,999 and go out and grow $1 million asset in such a short period of time. Do you? And that's what I do when I talk to my prospects when I'm following up. And so a lot of times just this right here is all a prospect needs to go, okay, I'm in. And it's the difference of somebody coming in on a $349 pack or a $19.99 pack because they see the value. The last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, Dave, am I okay on time?
Take as long as you want, brother.
Okay. So the last thing that I want to leave you guys with is there is a hidden gem that is in our organization that a lot of people are overlooking. First of all, I would ask each and every one of you, do you truly trust the owners of this company? Do you truly believe in the owners? Do you really respect the company? If so, and the answer is yes, then why sell yourself short on the entire opportunity? Okay? Because many of you guys are going out and you're talking about the Helo, but none of you are going out and really talking about BioZen. That is a hidden gem, I'm telling you, with a tremendous amount of money potential that is in your organization, right? I would dare say that as many as 80% or more of your organization has probably ordered a Helo, but they don't have the BioZen. Guys, do you realize the power of BioZen? Every single one of you needs this device. They have now proven that every single electrical device emits a electronic magnetic frequency that's damaging to our DNA. Let's call it what it is. It's low-level radiation. You can go look in your phone right now, and it tells you should hold your phone 4 millimeters away from your face. Why? Because it's putting off harmful radiation. And we wonder why, and I'm not suggesting this is the case, I'm not making any claims here, but we wonder why cancer is on the rise everywhere. Every single electrical device, I'm talking about your microwave to your television to your power supply, all of these different things are in our homes. They're surrounding us. They're in front of the computers that we're on right now. They're all emitting these low-level frequencies. Every single one of you needs to have that BioZen. It is so crucial to your health. And we also need to make sure that when somebody is signing up into our business that they understand and know what BioZen as well. This is a massive untapped market. And add-ons are 80% easier to sell than trying to get somebody to make an initial purchase. After all, how many of you are holding your phone in your hand right now with an aftermarket cover or protective case of some sort on it? That's just an add-on. That's all that is. If you have anybody that's in your team that has not yet purchased their own pack of BioZen, then it's our job to help them understand not only the importance of this product, but the value that it will bring to each of your ranks and your commissions. A single BioZen chip is $45. Okay, a single BioZen chip is $45, and it comes with 15 SV. I bet many of you guys don't even know this because we don't hardly talk about this at all. And it also comes with a $4 fast start bonus. Okay, may not sound like a lot, but the bundles, the $450, okay, it comes with 10 plus you get 2 free. I want you to think about that for a moment. Now you get 150 SV off of every single one of those with a $45 fast start. Okay, so you're now getting a $45 fast start every time somebody decides to add that to their initial purchase or they decide to upgrade. And then, of course, we have a premium bundle, which is $1,350, where you get 8 of them for free, and that brings you 500 SV. So the family pack in BioZen, essentially, it's 500 SV, and it gives you $135. So over the last month, my organization has started talking about BioZen. We've started to make sure that whenever somebody is ready to place a purchase, we stop and we talk to them and say, listen, first of all, if you're going to be in business, you want to be in business, right? You want to be able to enjoy the fullness of our opportunity. The fullness of our opportunity includes BioZen. I know that Helo gets so much attention that this gets dwarfed. But listen, it's very important that you understand the power of this BioZen. Just by me having this thing on the back of my phone, it comes up in conversation all the time. And I'm constantly moving these 450 packs in my organization. We constantly are talking about this on our calls with our team members because I know that a lot of times down in my organization, a lot of the newer people probably were so excited to get somebody to join that they forgot to even mention the BioZen. So we're always talking about the power of the BioZen and at the very least doing an add-on to your initial purchase. Guys, if you do an add-on of 450, you're adding an extra 150 SV onto every single sale just by asking the question, would you like to add on BioZen today? Every single time you bring somebody into your business, hey, great, thank you so much. I've got your family pack. Would you like to add some BioZen today? Or if they're going to send them to your website, you have that conversation before. Just by having that conversation, a third of those people are going to go, well, do I need it? I'm going to say, well, how big is your goal? Do you want to make money fast or do you want to make money slow, Dave? I want to make it fast. Okay, great. Well, then listen, you're going to definitely need some BioZen because you're going to need to be able to go out and start showing this and talking about it because this is a business. And if you treat it like a business, it'll pay you like a business. So if you want to make money fast, absolutely. We need to make sure that you've got some BioZen. And not just for that, Dave, but look, you've got children. I saw your beautiful children when you guys were traveling here recently. I mean, how do you feel? Do they have a phone, Dave? Do they have their own phone, their own iPad or iPod or anything like that?
Yep.
I'm sure. Okay, well, listen, how do you feel knowing that that's putting off an electronic magnetic frequency, low-level radiation that's damaging to their DNA? How would it make you feel to know that you can completely reverse the effects of that low-level radiation that's coming off of those phones? So not only do you need it for your business, but absolutely, you definitely need it for just peace of mind. So would you like to go ahead and add that on today? So if you teach this in your organization, now again, if you're only bringing on 3 to 5 people a month, which is great, by the way, it may not seem like a big deal, but whatever you do duplicates. People do what they see, not what they're told. And so if you start talking about this and just asking that question, educating and informing people, they're going to make that decision and say, yes, I want to go ahead and add some of those on. Does that make sense? So anyways, there's just one more tip. I think that BioZen is a hidden gem that allows you, it's an untapped market if in your entire organization. I think that there's money that's sitting in there just based on people understanding the value of what BioZen truly is and how it can also help you to go and grow your business. If you haven't ordered it yet, then I strongly encourage you to do so. But mainly today, I wanted you to see how I present the packs, how language is, the true art of communication is the language of leadership. As you start to explain these packs and get more competent and comfortable explaining them, you got to get comfortable with the money. I always teach people to look, $1,500, $2,000, sure, it's a lot of money. But if that's your perception, if you think, gosh, this is so much money, then you're going to project that on other people as well. And so you got to get comfortable with the money. You also have to get comfortable understanding the value of what we offer here. I have the ability to be able to help somebody go build $1 million asset over the next couple of years. $1 million asset. Is $2,000 a lot of money then? It's not, right? It's all about perspective. So with that, Dave, I'm going to kick it back over to you. Any other questions that you guys have, just feel free to fire away.
Hey, Travis, thank you for that, buddy. Jason's going to close out the call, but buddy, you delivered a whole weekend event content on our team. Cool. So, I said to Travis initially, hey, look, can you spend us 15 minutes? Guys, you see this is what I love about this industry. Not even in our team doesn't have any financial interest in taking time away from his beautiful children on a Sunday afternoon, but he has just given you so much content to take your business, and two things: take your business further, but also give you a deeper understanding, the magnitude of what we got in our hands here. This isn't just a band. This is an opportunity to tap into the #1 opportunity on planet Earth, and there are no excuses. You can make your money back as fast as you commit to making the right decisions for you and your family. So, Travis, all I'm going to say to you, my friend, is I appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time out to be on the call with us. And we can't wait to build even big numbers so we can have you live on stage in a UK event in the near future. So with that said, buddy, love to your family, appreciation to spending time with us. And I'll hand it back to our host this evening, Jason Regan. But everybody, I'll give it a big sound out for Mr. Travis.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on and hope to see some of you guys in Vegas. And if not, over on the other side of the pond in the near future. Thank you for having me.
Cheers, buddy. God bless. Bye-bye.
Travis, thanks again, my friend. That was absolutely awesome. Always a pleasure to hearing you talk and experience the value that you put across so eloquently. And can't wait to see you in Vegas, my friend. Right, guys, just want to say again a big thanks to all of our speakers tonight, from Double President Pete Webb to President Dave Ives, sharing their experiences from the Southern Hemisphere trips, and that great video from Pete showing us about, understanding technology and appreciating what we have in our hands. It's technology and it works, okay? There's no hiding multiple versions of it under a lectern. What I will say, guys, is make notes for your diaries. Monday, tomorrow, President's Update call, 6 p.m. UK time, okay? These are the update calls that you should all be plugging into in order to, again, immerse yourself into the system. So Monday, 6 p.m., President's Update call. Wednesday, 6 p.m., Facebook Live, Taylor Warray, the official World Global Network corporate update. This is a critical update that always brings all sorts of information, news, updates, and the direction of where the company's heading next. And this is the pulse that you all need to have your fingers on, okay? And our webinars, Tuesday and Thursday, we will be running them live, 9 p.m. UK time, okay? Again, plug into these, numbers build numbers, get them out to your prospects, make sure your teams are in attendance, and again, it's all about plugging into the system and using the tools that we're providing for you to grow your business and help you to get to where you want to be and build those numbers that Travis is talking about on his training this evening. So, guys, that's it from me tonight. that's it from Dave and from Pete, and I saw Gaz sneaking on in the background there. Welcome back, my darling. Guys, pleasure to have you all here. Hope you took something from Travis's training and from the shared experiences from your other leaders. See you on the next call. From that, Pete, I think we can call it a wrap.